She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
I urge you to stop being silly, because that's what you are. Put yourself first, because nobody else will. Hey sis, this is Arthur China T, Coach Erica, and I'm coming with the impromptu video because I am concerned for you, sis. I'm concerned for a lot of you. Now, I just found out that 50% of new HIV cases are Black women in the U.S. I also learned that there are more Black people in South Atlanta than it is in the 51 states combined. Atlanta has one of the highest HIV rates right now. Now, you may not live in Atlanta, but you may very well be a part of the 50% of new cases of HIV. And it is sickening to know that as a woman, you all are so trusting to give your sex up with no condoms quicker than any other race of women, because you feel as if that is going to bind you to a man and you're going to be able to keep him. And more times than not, you are only becoming baby mamas, nothing more. And then you'll have multiple children for multiple Black men, not using condoms with these Black men, because for some reason, Black women think that condomless sex means love. Okay, so you'll get on the internet and you'll listen to Shira, who's been with her husband over 20 years, so she doesn't have to deal with this. You'll listen to Mariah Nicole. She's not even Black, so I don't know what she could possibly teach you. You'll listen to dating coach Anwar, and no digs to him, but he's a gay man. But for some reason, you won't listen to the little voice in the back of your mind. It's called your other self, that is warning you against laying down with any man without a condom. And I've seen so many of you on the internet whining and complaining and crying about being single mothers, yet even after one child, you go and do it multiple times, repeatedly going to do the same thing with another Black man in hopes that you're going to get a different result. Do you know that's the definition of insane? For you to keep doing something, expecting different results. So I have to say a lot of you all are insane. Insane enough to think that the Black man who doesn't know who he is as a person, who doesn't even much, a lot of them doesn't even value the Black woman. And then a lot of them are going to the other countries as passport bros, countries that are filled with HIV, and coming back to the U.S. and laying down with the Black women who keep pining after them because he's your type. And I've spoke about this your type things for so long. What is a resolution? I don't know. Because if you all keep believing that condomless sex means love, then I can't resolve that for you. You definitely need to sit down and figure out, do you want to be the statistics or do you want to be something different? One doctor recommended that you all get on PrEP. So much so that, as I stated, 50% of new HIV cases are Black women. Way more than the current LGBTQIA population, specifically gay men. If you are leading in HIV cases over gay men, that is a problem. But that should tell you something. They're protecting themselves with PrEP. You're not protecting yourself at all. And you're like, well, I don't want to be on PrEP. What's the alternative? Going to the doctor when you get an infection of some sort to find out the worst news ever? You should be running to get on PrEP. But because you think that condomless sex means love, you're just shying away from it. And it's no wonder why men of other races don't even want to gamble with Black women. Not the majority of you. And it's a shame, because what it'll end up doing is leaving us confused, sick, down, unloved, with multiple children from multiple men, and can't call any one of those men in our time of need. Sis, if you don't choose you, nobody else will. Not the men of other races, not the men in your own race. Getting on the internet listening to all of these different people trying to tell you how to get a man, but you won't even protect yourself while you're with this man. Diabolical. I don't know what, as I said, I don't know what the resolution is. As a coach, all I will tell you is to go use condoms and go get on PrEP. Even using condoms, still get on PrEP, because you just don't know. Some of these men like the back door of other men, and they don't use condoms. You've seen the viral video of the guy from Texas talking about the dude that he was with, and he still sleeps with women. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all are so busy trying to be loved by the wrong people that you're willing to put your health at jeopardy because of it. Now, I could have came on here screaming at you, calling y'all all type of names. I don't have time for that, because it's very sad to know that 50% of new HIV cases within the U.S. are Black women. Black women who overtrust Black men, or men of period from other races, just because you think that condomless sex is love. When you can love yourself more and say, not only am I going to use a condom, I'm going to go get on PrEP so that I don't have to worry about anything conflicting my health or taking me away from my kids. You're not going to do that, because you're going to feel like if you go to the doctor and ask them about PrEP, you're going to you already stigmatized that medicine, and you already equated it to the HIV. So you won't go do it, but you will continue to risk your health for the very ones who do not care what they give you. You saw the other Black boy who went live and said that he was in a bad place a couple of years ago. He met a man on a dating app. They talked for like a couple of weeks through the app. Then they exchanged numbers. They talked for a couple of months on the phone. Then they decided to meet up with one another. They met up with each other in a hotel. He said he was trusting. He didn't ask this man to use a condom. He had sex with him all weekend. The morning it was checkout, the man disappeared before he woke up. A month later, he found out he had HIV, syphilis, I think it was chlamydia, trichomoniasis. All of these things he got from a man he met on a dating app. And a lot of y'all are on dating apps. And I told y'all to get off those. I told you there's only 3 types of men on there. I told y'all. Go get on PrEP and start using condoms religiously. Bring the statistics down. Stop thinking that if he asks you to have sex without a condom that he cares about you. He doesn't. Because he knows what he may have, and I know y'all, a lot of y'all finna say, well, I get tested often. You're lying. You're lying. And do you know that HIV can lay dormant in your body for quite some time before it even shows its head? You're lying. You're not asking every lover to go take a test. And you don't go take those tests as often as you keep telling everybody that you do. You're lying. Aside from that, because you keep lying to yourself, thinking that this man likes you because he wants to be with you without a condom, that's why the statistics and numbers are so high. I urge you to stop being silly, because that's what you are. Put yourself first, because nobody else will. Go get tested now. Go to the doctor on Tuesday, since tomorrow is a holiday. Start your PrEP regimen and protect yourself so that you can be here to live a long, fulfilling life. Because if you don't, not only will heartbreak end you, because more than likely you're not called to be a wife, you also have something else contributing to your demise as well. I can't be realer than that, sis. Take it how you want to.